With the talent pool that we had, the players that got healthy after last year, and the experience that the players got from the year before, a lot of them did fantastically, even though the results didn't always show or whatever. But it was disappointing, and it's just a look at yourself time, and look at yourself period where you say, hey, maybe grit and fight and passion and sacrifice really have a lot of value, because we had a lot of talent last year. Arguably we beat the number one team in the nation in Western. We showed that we had that ability to fight and to compete. And then we went into Nipissing, who was a very good team, and probably not as talented as us, but the grit and the passion and their sacrifice were a lot better than ours. So you look at that and you have some aha moments, and hopefully it sits with them, and hopefully the players coming back understand what it's going to take to get to that next level. Losing in the Final Four, most people would see that as successful. But this group, with those types of players that we had, with the talent level we had, for me it was disappointing. It's important to understand the level of the OUA, the level of compete, the level of passion and sacrifice, and that talent is definitely secondary to fight and all those things. I think that's what we take into the next year. I think that we take all the good that we have and just say, look, if we're a talented team, as talented or more talented than most teams we play, and we have that fight that we saw throughout the playoffs, and we know that eventually became our shortcoming, think how good we can be. The crucial players like Erica Di Matteo and Juliana Palella and obviously Naya Fleming and Reda, all kinds of, and Charlotte, our goalkeeper, is going to be key. All these types of players are going to have to realize that as much as they have that talent doesn't mean much unless you have the variables of passion, sacrifice, and fight. Our focus was on this group, and we brought in some players that might help. We have a transfer from Ryder and Joanna, true freshman coming in from Vaughan Soccer Club, Ari Lampiris, and I think that she can make an impact, or she can support it. But we're looking at those players like Olivia Zettler, those players that we've had that that's invested in us to kind of make an impact. Elena, players like that are hoping, that had chances 2 years ago that are kind of growing into more, have grown into more of a bigger role on this group. So those are the type of players that we're looking at to kind of make a difference. Plus the talent that we have. Obviously Naya's Player of the Year. We don't want her to kind of stay at the same level. We want her to get better. Erica Di Matteo and players like Juju and Juliana Palella, players like Amelia, all these, Brooklyn, and our captain Bianca Jack, Brooklyn Mitchell. These are ballers. These are good players that can make it can take the group to the next level. And this is what we're looking for them to do. This is the expectation. We're investing in this group. We didn't bring a lot of players. Obviously, this is kind of a finalizing moment for a lot of these groups. Like Brooklyn's in her last year, Bianca may be in her last year, Jasmine Broderick might be in her last year, and Sabrina Fabiano, who's an all-star. We have so many names, but names on the field and producing on the field are two different things. And hopefully they have that substance and that inner drive that wants to bring it up to the next level. I think that the next step is going to be bigger role. 2 years ago, Erica Di Matteo was fantastic for us. Last year, because of the situation, she had a more limited role, and she did very well. I'm looking at her to be more of a leader. I'm looking at her to take responsibility on her shoulders. Obviously, Naya is going to always shoulder a lot of the offensive input. But we have another girl coming in, I forgot to mention, is Sienna Caesar, who's a striker coming in. And I think that she can make an impact right away and help support the scoring role. And obviously Sabrina Fabiano is the one that we're going to look to as the playmaker, and she's going to have to be involved in a lot of goals, whether it's on the ball, runs off the ball, and she's proven to be very efficient and we're looking for her to. But it's going to be a group effort. I mean, this group has to be at their best on and off the field, as good as they want to be. They know the pace. They know the energy that it's going to take. You know, there's no easy games in our division by any means. The OUA East is tough. Like we go to Windsor and it's a battle. We go anywhere we go, or anywhere that comes here, it's always a battle. And the first 4 games of the season are going to be exactly that. It's going to be a continuous effort, energy level, compete level. And you know, there's always going to be that level of, there has to be that level of accountability that, you know, I as an individual can make a difference for the whole group. You know, and there's going to be a lot of sacrifice, whether it's ego, whether it's physical, whether it's tactical. There's going to be a lot of sacrifice, and they're going to have to perform their roles for each other without questions.